here in Helsinki. Outside the bank museum here, Cavan people always find their way to the bank museums. We can nearly make a collection of money from Cavan people here. So they should invoice me to tell me about all that, because we could literally give money from 700 years ago because they were so mean. But yeah, that's that. Where's my phone? There. So let's see. Going off in the vector for a while, just have a look around. As I say, it's very wet. There's a lot of roadworks going on. So I don't know what way we're going to go, but we'll see now in a second. Try not to get run down. That's priority number one. No, I just wanted to show you this. I suppose it took a bit of a detour just to show this. So you can see this statue. This is outside the Central Bank of Finland here. So the shrapnel here is from the Second World War, etc. on the statue. Particularly from the Winter War. Of course, the Soviets bombed Helsinki, etc. during the Winter War. And this still remains 84 years later. I don't know if you can see that, man. That's the worst thing with this phone, but still remains 84 years later on the statue. But it's a physical reminder to, the shrapnel and stuff, the dangers of war, I suppose, too. But yeah, and of course that's that Finnish House of Nobility there. They're doing it up. They done it up when I was here, so it's a lot more grander than it was, because that's hundreds of years old. The Sound and the Kingdom of Finland back then would have used it. The Diet of Povo, well, not the Diet of Povo, that was in Povo, but the Grand Duchy of Finland would have used it more than the Republic of Finland. But still, things happen there. Related to the Republic of Finland, that's the democratic system more than the autocracy and stuff. The House of Nobility, it's called, yeah, that's the word. Now I'll try and get across here without getting killed for the 500th time, because there's just so much going on. I'm going to get knocked down with this car here. I'll just give it a second to get across this road. But you can see the Helsinki teacher behind it too. So we're heading off to the Ministry of Finance for a big discussion to talk shit, basically. But yeah, that's what we're off to. So we're going to say hello to Rika if she's around. Don't think she is, unfortunately. Let me see who I am, sorry. There's a lot of side streets and stuff. And you can easily get lost, even though I have a good idea where I am. It's just to make sure, because again, there's a lot of government buildings here, particularly. Different departments. And you can get lost easily enough. So this is the Finnish House of Nobility. It's very grand building. Still not kind of finished yet. They're still doing the kind of up. But it's a very grand building. It's a good thing it's getting done up, because it's not mainly used that much now, but still an old building that needs to be looked after. It's a lovely wet morning here. It just isn't it great, but I said to come out for a ponder, just to have a look around. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. Because obviously it's such a wet day, it's just a miserable day in terms of weather. This is actually the first wet day. St. Patrick's Day, the day before St. Patrick's Day was snowing. Now it's wet, so, so I can't win. But I'm not stay out too long, because I end up getting the flu again. And especially because I'm going back this week. So, we don't want to die of the flu on the plane. It's enough to be dying half the week without dying, going home. Someone spoke to me in English there or something. Where am I here? So I'm trying to walk out where I am now. Where the fuck am I? Oh yeah, that's why to be there, yeah. See, all the buildings kind of look the same. I know that sounds stupid, but it kind of does. Like, there's no really colour to them. It's just all the same kind of. You can see what I mean. They're kind of all brownish, yellowish, greyish. and it's hard to decipher which is what. But it's to do with the weather. That's why these are all kind of grey and stuff. It's the weather. It's it's not much point in having vibrant buildings when it's half of the year in snow, I suppose. Right, the sea is thawing out actually too. It was a good day yesterday, so the sea is nearly fully thawed out. Fucking rain. And I wouldn't mind when I go home now. It's going to pipe this way too. So the rain just follows the Irish people. So see, the thing about the rain over here, they're not fit to cope with the rain. The gutters and stuff, they're not really fit to cope with it. Like they're fit to cope with the snow and stuff, but not the rain. You can see there, but sure in Ireland too it's the same. They don't clean them out and stuff. But at least the drains along the road are clear. That the water's running freely. In Ireland the water's just blocked everywhere. So here we are, here's the Ministry of Finance. No sign of anybody around there now. So because if there was somebody around, Jesus, we get the sitters in the face. Because this is the Ministry of Sitters, you have to remember. This is where all the cuts happen. Let me just look at this. Yeah, so this is where all the cuts happen. This is where, it's a very dangerous place to be. Because you never know where we could come out for the sitters and start chopping, and we don't want that. I kind of want my head for another while yet, instead of being cut. So we'll try not to get killed by Wake here, and that'd be lovely. But hello, I think Captain Outside, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good morning. Hope all's well this Wednesday. I hope all's well. Hope you're having a good weather, better than this anyway. But I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Speaking Finnish. So we're on the way now to the presidential palace. Alexander Stubbs is still here, I think, from last night anyway. I don't think he's moved off. It's another foggy morning down here. We might peek up to the Uzbekski Cathedral, that thing up there on the hill. The Orthodox Church. We're not going into it, it's not open anyway, it's not open till fucking, I think, 12 o'clock. Which way am I going here? I'll go this way, sure. Try not to run down. Would be ideal. Yeah, like the gutters are way up, like they're good gutters compared to the ones in Ireland. Yeah, I think he's still here. Hello, and Andrew, I think it is. How are you keeping? I hope you're well this morning. You're travelling as well, everybody's travelling. But no, I've seen a thing before I left from England. And because it was such a wet few months, a lot of people book on holidays and stuff. Because the wet is just getting to people. And I wouldn't blame them. Like in Ireland, it just rained in the rain for 2 months. And just didn't stop. So yeah, that's a good view there, the Uzbekski. It's a bit thing. What's your name? It's on the channel thing. Like Adrian Logan, that's my name. Who is speaking? Oh, there's changing the guards, shit. Try not get knocked out here. Where are they going? What are they doing? So, this is the presidential guard. So I just have to see where they're going and what they're doing. They don't want to be in the way. So. Is the chicken? I don't know about chicken. I don't think I have a chicken with me. But they're changing the guards. The presidential guards. So that's the presidential guard house. They do this in the morning. I forgot all about it, that they changed them in the morning too. So I try not to get too close because I don't want to be in the way. The military police and stuff in front of them. I didn't think we'd come across this. I'm a bit shocked. They're going to wait for the light, are they? So, try not get assassinated. Would be ideal. So, let's go. Yeah, because I don't want to be too close though. We'll probably miss changing the guards now, because we should. If I knew that, I would have been this side of the road. I'm a green man anyway. Try and get across the other side, not be killed. Run. On a wet man here, so we have to. Okay, good. Turn it down. See the bit there, but I was going to walk by the passenger palace. There's the police. Try not to look for the sea here. Would not be ideal. What's happening? That's it. I wasn't expecting that, to be totally honest with you. I don't know if he's here or tries to stop. Unless he's coming out, actually, that could be it. Try not to get shot. That's the idea thing to do. Sit here. I do think they changed the guard, yeah, they are. So that's what's happening. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that well. The wind's kind of getting in the way too, so it's kind of getting in the way. Because they're changing the guard. So what time is it now? 10 o'clock. Oh, you would probably be changing it, yeah. I thought it was at half 10. Never mind, it might be different. It's just good timing because we're just walking down. Good bit of ceremony. A lot of pop and ceremony. So that's the different flowers and stuff. There they go. Oh, there we go. That's something I didn't expect to see, but sure, there we go. But aye, that's that. So I didn't think the change of the guards would be happening literally right now. We were going to walk by it. I suppose they wouldn't really care too much. Not like I'm going to do much with Irish insignias and stuff on me. Not likely. The ferry from Sumalina is coming in. We could go out to Sumalina, but I don't want to die. That's the code. Now there's people going into the sea over there. The great people. Now the waterways, the ice is receding, thankfully. You can see it melting off. But fuck me, you wouldn't. You get death cold going into it. Anyway, continue on our part. Try not get knocked down with scooters. Would be ideal too. Excuse me. Apologies. Everywhere I go, the police are here. Like I literally every time I go out the house, decide I'm cops from one. It's a good complaint, I suppose. There's now I wouldn't find one. So it's a good thing to say, I suppose. Well, it's a good thing to wait for the lights. Like, let's be fair. In Ireland, the army would just barge ahead. They say, we're the military. Why do we care? They're packed, which I believe it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, people said. We'll go up the way a bit. Try not get knocked down by a bicycle too would be ideal. So yeah, this is an Orthodox church. We're not going inside it, of course. Sorry if the cameras are wet and stuff, it's a nuisance. Hello Casey, how are you doing? Good morning, hope we're well. It's a wet morning here. So apologies if the cameras get wet. I should have bought a cloth. What time is it anyway? It is 10:13. Jesus Christ, it's slow this morning. Yeah, hello everyone. How are we keeping? You just missed the Alexander Stubbs there. What I mean by Alexander Stubbs, the changing of the guard at the Presidential Palace. We just happened to come across it. So, but yeah, he's in bed at the moment, so I think anyway. But I hope you're doing well, only. What way am I going here? What am I trying to achieve? I just kind of go anywhere, to be totally honest. Like, I know where I am and stuff, I know everything. So much roadworks and stuff too, it's hard to remember. Because I don't remember everything. I don't remember what streets are closed. Stuff. Because there's 1 or 2 streets down here closed. Like that park's been done up and stuff for them before the summer. So. Little one. But no, I think the reason why it's not really so much people are littering. I think it's the boards take the stuff out of the bins. Like the seagulls particularly are fucking nuisance. They all should be shot. Now is this one that goes south with us? Oh well, look at that. Good luck. The luck of the Irish is with me. Try not get killed. Would be ideal. So we need the Ministry of Finance. No, not the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the icebreakers and stuff. We'll probably not go down because I think all the icebreakers are nearly out at sea. I'm not sure, but I think the majority of them are. And because it's fucking probably too cold on that side. Because you're pretty much just on the sea. Excuse me, sorry. So, yeah. Still have a bit of a cough. But I sat in the room there for the last 2 days. So it's good that we get out to do something. Look at something. Try not to get knocked down by the machines. Would be another ideal thing. Manaheim Cross. Somebody the Manaheim Cross. Hell, get in. try not getting people's way, you know. Still, it's a bad day, people still out and about. So, see, here we are, here's Uspetsky. We went an awkward hoof away, but sure, we're here. Could have went many other ways, but sure. There's an ambulance going off. Try not to get knocked down by a car, that would be the idea too. There it goes. Yeah, the presidential flag is there. A lot of tourists would be disappointed because it's not open. The same with the Helsinki teacher. It's not open to fucking the crack of dawn. What I mean by that, no, not the crack of dawn, the crack of the day. What I mean by that is nearly 12 o'clock. So a lot of tourists will come early, look at the door and can't go in. It's a bit disappointing. Like if you're a tourist, you got up early, you came here and stuff, and you can't go in. It's a bit disappointing. Same with the Helsinki teacher and this and stuff. It's a bit disappointing. I kept been in it twice. But for a lot of tourists, they just turn up, thinking it's open, etc. But it should probably be open because this is the second probably main attraction. Like you don't have to pay for this one, but you have to pay for the Helsinki Cathedral. It's €8 to go in. So, it's a bit disappointing for them. You can see your man trying to handle there. But it's a bit disappointing. That they should be a bit better when it comes to that. With tourists and stuff. But there's a good few of them up here. Especially up there, but you can't go up there now when it's closed. They've it coned off. So. But it's a good view of the whole city. It's in English and Russian and Finnish and Swedish. Finnish and Swedish. Try not to get knocked down the stairs. Would be ideal too. Radio. I suppose back up to we head up to the Parliament. That's all done. What is this yoke doing? I assume he's trying to go down this street. Don't know what. What are you doing? Or what is he trying to do? Ooh. Now. How the fuck? headed back to the parkland. That's where we'll go to. There's the new tram again. I don't like them for some reason. I've added the old ones. Maybe I'm just too old fashioned. Could be that either. Try not go on down here by the person that took out the one. Would not be ideal for diplomatic relations. Diplomatic relations. Do I think that was might not get knocked out. Would be another ideal thing. Breaking the load. See. Better find out the strum out of. Oh, some kind of contraption. I say, what is he drumming on the tarmac? Yeah, I've seen one of them contraptions before, like for grit and stuff. So, we're back where we started, basically. Trying to get people's way in photos, you know. The worst thing is to ruin people's photos. Try and get this. Yeah, so we probably leave it there for the moment. Go back to this. So yeah, a bit from the factory. I'll go and get myself a cup of tea now, I think. I did get myself a cup of tea. Yeah, because I had a cup of tea this morning, But go for another one now. So yeah, thank you, Owen. I appreciate it, and we'll chat again soon. Thank you.